So in the guide, we do provide some, there is a box, a table that provides information about different item types. And there's also some information about what are some common pitfalls that you might want to avoid when you're drafting items. And so we're going to do another activity where we are going to ask you, we have 3 questions here. What is wrong with each of the following questions, and how might you change them? So for those of you who have read the guide already, these are the 3 examples in there, so you already know the answers. But so the first, I do not feel supported by my principal. Strongly disagree, disagree, agree, strongly agree. Right. Sure seems too general, not specific. Too general. These are good. I hadn't looked at it from that perspective, and I think that's really interesting. It's almost like doing a cognitive interview process right here on the fly. Yes, no question that is not about agreement. Kimberly, you hit the nail right on the head for what we were thinking of. Negative questions are hard to answer. Zephrine, you also touched on that. So while it can be beneficial to have items that are viewed as negative, sometimes you get better responses that way, it's really hard to tell. It's almost like a double negative here. How do we answer this question? I do not feel supported by my principal. When I disagree with that, what am I really saying? Am I saying I feel supported by my principal? And folks have already jumped on to the next one. So please rate the extent to which you feel supported professionally and personally by your administrator. People jumped right on this one. 2 questions at once, exactly. So we would call this a double-barreled question. And so you might feel supported professionally, but not personally by your administrator. And so really deciding if you want to know about both of those, if you'd like to, if you would, then you would really need to break this into 2 questions. And then question 3, I feel very much supported by my administrator. Very much, relative term, very much is leading. Well, I like that leading language. I hadn't thought of that. Good. Who are we talking about when we talk about administrator? Very cool. Yes, so some folks jumped right onto that very much. So I would think of this as double weighting. So in general, you really want you don't want your item stem, which is the part, I feel very much supported by my administrator, to the question. You really don't want it to weight the response. You really want that to be in your response options. So it would be better to say, I feel supported by my administrator, and let the person either strongly agree if they feel very much supported by their administrator.